Hi everyone! We from Group 4 will explain Chapter 5 about present tense and past tense. Before that, introduce week group. Okay, into this week group, Hari Hendriawan, NPM 078, Aulia Ilham, NPM 087, Normal Wida 73, NPM 091, and I am Aphilin Bunga Febrianti, NPM 096. We then there are definition of present tense and past tense. Number two is verb. Number three to be. Number four auxiliary verb. Okay. What is a present tense and past tense? So present tense is a type of tense that is usually used to explain events that have just happened in the present. Whereas past tense is a type of tense that is usually used to explain events that occurred in the past and in the past.
Tense dan past tense dapat dibedakan dengan cara melihat verb atau kata kerjanya. Present tense menggunakan verb satu atau kata kerja pertama. Contoh, I go to Bandung every Saturday. Atau menggunakan kata kerja bentuk pertama dengan diikuti S atau ES. Contoh, she calls her mother every night. Selanjutnya ada past tense menggunakan kata kerja bentuk kedua. Contoh, I went to Bandung last week.
Introducing me, Aulia Ilamarif, NPM end of 7. I will explain to be. Understanding to be means the link between the subject and the predicates in an English sentence. To be in English has various meanings in a sentence. To be can be interpreted as is or namely and sometimes has no meaning at all. To be present tense. Number 1. I am hungry. Past tense. Number 1. I was hungry. Number 2. Present tense. He is a student. Past tense. Number 2. He was a student. Present tense. Number 3. They are the winner. Past tense. Number 3. They were the winner.
This time we will discuss what is called an auxiliary verb. It is an auxiliary verb that is side by side with the main verb, usually like that. Okay, we say I'm studying English. Saya belajar bahasa Inggris. So the auxiliary verb here function to provide a certain context for the activity of subjects. Next, then the auxiliary verb cannot stand alone. Its function is to provide time context in the present, past, future, or past future. Well, I mentioned that earlier, and this also has an influence on the modality context. This is something like can, could, will, and should, and also puts emphasis on the sentence. Well, there are several types of auxiliary verb that you really need to know. The first is the auxiliary verb be. The verb be can change from depending on the tense used in the sentence. In the case you need to understand just one thing, the auxiliary verb be always accompanies the main verb. So sometimes we don't translate it into Indonesian. For example, like this. Linda is studying English. Linda sedang belajar bahasa Inggris. Now, pay close attention to the sentence. The main verb is the word studying. But before that word, there is another auxiliary verb, namely is, which provide context, meaning the meaning that the subject is studying, so the context is related to the current time and the activity is still in progress. Then later, the combination of the auxiliary verb and the main verb form a relationship called a verb phrase. The following are examples of auxiliary verb that you need to know. The second is auxiliary verb of modality. Is a verb that provide attentional meaning context to the verb. Pay attention to the following example. She can play guitar well. Dia bisa bermain gitar dengan baik. Well, play is the main verb and can provide context. Is an auxiliary verb, but the word can mean that the subject can or have the ability to play the guitar well. Also, if next she should drink enough water. The basic word is actually she drink enough water. So she drink enough water, but because we inside this our model auxiliary verb should which provide context in the and it become better on in the nature of suggestion. So there are several modal auxiliary verbs that you really need to know. The first one we can look at is like can and could, namely showing the ability of. She can play the piano well. Dia bisa bermain piano dengan baik. She could play piano well. Dia dulu bisa bermain piano dengan baik. That's all that's all the explanation from our group. See you.
Okay, just the conclusion. The difference between matter that is observed, studied, and actually. That's our video. Please provide feedback if you have any. Thank you for watching.